Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. Today's video is going to be a pocket page spread documenting my annual Halloween trip. These photos were from the 2021 trip, and by the time this video uploads, I will be back from the 2022 trip, probably very tired and very grateful that I uploaded content ahead of time. So diving into product first, I just want to start off by saying that all of the cards were actually printables, and I'm going to do my best to remember where they're from. If I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. I have a lot of printables now. So the top 4x6 card is 100% from Studio Calico. The All Aboard, the card that has the peace sign on it is actually a bunch of different spells, and some are highlighted, which is super cute. You'll see that at the end. And the Witchcraft and Wizardry card, I want to say, are all from In a Creative Bubble. I want to say that's where they're from. I feel pretty confident about that. And I believe the Loving These Memories card is as well. Two different collections, but I'm pretty, there might actually be three, because I think they have two Disney collections two Disney collections and two kind of Harry Potter-esque collections, but I'm about 99% sure they're In a Creative Bubble. And the I Solemnly Swear card is actually from Lily Pad. I can't remember, I think it's Solin Studios, but if you research Paper or Project Mouse, then you will see a whole slew of really cool Disney cards that have been made. So if you are struggling finding kind of different Disney product, obviously I'm always on the hunt for the non-generic Disney product. That's a really great place to start, is lilypad.com. And they offer printables and printable embellishments. It's really cool. So make sure you check them out. As far as the embellishments, so we've got all DIY embellishments this spread. It's kind of the trouble that you run into with Harry Potter stuff. It's hit or miss. A lot of my Harry Potter stuff is kind of the chibi style, and it didn't really go super well with this spread. So I just kind of DIY'd it. I used my stamp set from Social Paper Plan to make the wand, the Marauders map, and the Hogwarts castle. All I did was stamp them out on some, spare cardstock, and then I used Tombow and or watercolors to create just a nice die cut. So there was that. I love my little kind of Instagram hearts. I went ahead and stamped them in just some generic green ink, nothing super special. I think it was even an older ink I had, and it was so juicy that it was such a pain stamping with it. But I thought green was very appropriate because I was dressed Slytherin-esque, because that is my house, and I got the chance to meet a Death Eater, and I was losing my total mind. I completely lost my mind getting to hang out with the Death Eaters that you can see this time of year at the Hogwarts Castle side, which is the Islands of Adventure side. So it was super great. He actually bowed to me, which was just, oh my God, the most immersively unbelievable. Oh my gosh, had such a freaking blast. But we'll talk about that in a second. The Fuck Shit Up circle was actually from a Paper Person stamp set that I have. All these names have paper somewhere in them, and I have to keep it all straight, and my brain is just shot today. As far as stickers go, which I know we haven't gotten to that, they were either from Citrus Twist, or they were, I think I throw a couple of the Dear Lizzie She's Magic ones in there, and then I had some word phrase stickers. Obviously, they're word phrases. Word phrases from Heidi Swap, her Halloween collection last year. Okay, and last but not least, the cute little peace finger, because that is Taylor's photo of choice. Her tongue is either out or she's got a peace sign up. It's just the way it goes. Or we're making duck lip faces. It was just how it goes. That being said, it was super cute for me to put that there, and I thought that it kind of gave that filler card a little pop. I did waffle on kind of coloring it in with a Tombow, but I just kind of liked the black and white element too much, so I just left it alone. So now we can talk about what's actually happening in these photos. So Taylor took a selfie with the Hogwarts Express. I was super bummed because we only rode it from London to Hogsmeade. We never rode it back. So she'll get to do that this year while she is there. Tyler, her wonderful boyfriend, and her, that's very bad grammar. Ooh, gracious. They are meeting me in Orlando. And again, by the time this all posts, the trip has already happened, but they met up with me in Orlando this year. And they are actually going to do more parks before I get there. I'm doing a shorter trip this year, and this is Tyler's first time down there, so they're going to be adventuring a lot, so I hope she gets to ride it the other way, since we didn't get to on our trip, even though I have already done it. So we decided that we had time for one more ride after some quick selfies, and we could either do Velocicoaster again, or we could do Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. And Hagrid's 100% hands down won. Not that Velocicoaster is not just unbelievable, and it was a really, really hard choice, but it was also in the lane of being the most time efficient, so we needed to be in Hogsmeade when we got off whatever ride it was, so that we could see the Death Eaters and then scurry out to get to Halloween Horror Nights. So it was all a very quick motion that was happening. So I took some pictures, we took some selfies with our cocktails as we waited to get onto Hagrid's, because obviously the line was still a little lengthy. So I just did a little bit of journaling about that. And then she was nice enough to take as many photos of me as humanly possible, while I was losing my mind over the Death Eaters. Like, I think every single photo, honest to God, is blurry. That might be the clearest photo that I had available, which to me feels very reminiscent of when I was taking photos of my mother with Thumper, except for she did sit very still. She was crying a lot. There was a whole thing about that. That's a whole nother story for a different day. But I was losing my total complete mind, and I thought that that was the coolest thing, that they have an attitude if you're not Slytherin house, which is just really funny. So the fact that he bowed to me and like respect me and didn't try to curse me was really nice, but also really gratifying and cool, that we had a moment. And then we went to the bathroom, which is pretty much the only place you could find a floor to ceiling mirror anywhere in the joint. And we took a photo of us in our outfits, before we headed over to Halloween Horror Nights, which we were just being little Halloween baddies, and I love the little sentiment I end up putting on there, and it says bad and bougie, but it's like boo, like a ghost, so I thought that was very appropriate. Obviously the trip is over this year, but I hope you all say like a post prayer for poor Tyler, who probably had to deal with us being complete and utter loons, because we are just Disney freaks, and so is he. Thank God for that. But I'm sure we had a blast. I'm excited to tell you guys all about that when I get back. Of course, I festooned this entire spread with gold stars, as you can see. That ended up being the color of choice. I feel like I was very toned down with the embellishments because the photos were very like close in or very well done. I felt like the photos said a lot and didn't need a lot. So I was really happy with just like the simple embellishments, and I am really enjoying the DIY embellies. I know I've said that before, but I'm really, really enjoying them. Now just kind of some housekeeping things and what I want to talk about. So also by this point, I'm not sure if you guys have seen or checked out my October plan with me and heard the tragedy that is. I basically have, if you haven't watched it, I have some planning stickers that are very late for very good reason, but very late. So the plan with me did not go according to plan, and I did want to just kind of stay true and authentic and show you guys like real life. They were late. This is where we're at. This is how we're going to move forward until they get here. So I hope you guys check that out and learn some lovely things from that. The other thing I want to talk about is, in case you are a newbie, welcome. Wednesdays are going to be planner videos and Sundays are going to be paper crafting. So if that helps you guys plan anything or what have you, I hope it does. But that's just kind of the structure I feel like is working best right now for me and my schedule and just feeling sane so that I'm not doing back to back to back pocket pages or 12 by 12 layouts. Because I feel rushed. I feel like I finally found my groove, and doing the whole pre-filming thing has helped quite a bit. Pre-filming, I feel like there's a better word for that. Whatever. But we are going to be doing a September flip through next week. And then I've got some hauls to share with you guys. And then, of course, we'll be doing November, the last week of October. So we've got that going on. And please make sure to go ahead and comment on the October plan with me if you haven't and you're interested on what plan with me week you guys would like to see. Would you like to see the Cozy Halloween or the Sweet Monsters? So please make sure you head over there and check that out. I hope you guys found this video helpful, educational, fun. I hope it inspires you to take a trip of your own, wherever that may be. And I hope you guys are all having a lovely and happy Halloween so far and loving all the fall things and all the Halloween things as much as I am. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and continuing your support. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever know. Thank you again. And until next time, create your little wonderlands.